My table's always open, day and night.
Cured Elgin meat, pickled shrimp cheese, crispy bitter leaf.
Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves, ointments.
Hey! Hey! Let go! Help!
Help? You tried to steal my purse?
So? You're a Zardi!
That's the worst excuse ever for stealing a purse. You could get your arm chopped off.
So far, so good.
Lucky for you, I'm not a Zardi. Now scram.
How tall are you? You're really tall.
Leave me alone, boy.
You're a lot taller than my dad. Are you sure you're not a Zardi?
Yes.
You look a Zardi. Are you a soldier? Why aren't you in uniform? Are you secret police?
What? No. Run off before I lose my patience with you.
You sure look like one of them.
Oh, for the love of the goddess. What's your name, boy?
Bip.
Bip?
Yeah. So?
You should be with your mother, Bip. Not out on your own, thieving. Go home.
Can't. Ain't got one.
I'm sorry. You should still not...
They're not dead or anything. My parents. They were just sent to Guian.
Guienne. That's where the magicals are sent. They don't come back from there. But the boy must know this already. He must have seen it happening to others. The boy probably has no idea what happens on Guienne. I shouldn't be the one to tell him. Guienne. To the prison colony.
Re-education camp. That's what my father said. They probably didn't listen very well in school when they were children. They'll be back when they've been properly re-educated.
No one comes back from the islands. Not magicals.
What do you mean?
I mean...
Are you saying they're going to stay there forever?
The boy can't be more than 10. He doesn't need to know the truth just yet. He's only a boy. But so was I when I became an orphan. No one protected me from the truth. They're not coming back.
But why? What will happen to them?
You shouldn't think of such things. Do you have no family here?
Not in Mercuria. They're all in the Southlands. What's going to happen to them?
They will be put to work. That's what the prison camps are for. To keep the magicals away from humans. To segregate them.
Segregate?
To keep magicals apart from humans. Forever.
You're lying.
I am not. Truly.
You're one of them. Why are you here? Are you going to take me and send me to be a segregated?
Segregated.
Too?
I'm not one of them.
Well, you sure look and sound like them.
I'm sorry about your parents. But I have things I need to do.
Are you with the Resistance?
Resistance? Well, of course not.
Because I overheard someone saying there's an Azadi in the Resistance now. And if you're Azadi, and you're here, and you have things to do, that sounds an awful lot like you're with the Resistance.
Keep your voice down, boy.
Don't worry. Everyone in Old Town supports the Resistance. Most everyone, anyway.
What do you mean by most everyone?
I mean that there are some who don't support the Resistance, some who sneak off to National Front assemblies, some who rat out rebels to the Azadi.
Do you know anyone like that?
No. Well, I don't know their faces, but I know where there's a National Front assembly tonight.
Show me.
What?
Show me where.
I get to go on a mission with you. That's so incredibly cool.
Calm down, boy. I just want you to tell me where it is.
How well do you know the city?
Well, not very.
Right, so I'll show you. Too complicated to tell you.
It's not safe.
For you? No. For me, I leave the ghetto all the time when it's dark. I know where to go, where the guards are posted, their patrol routes, everything. I'm like a rogue, one with the shadows, the Veiled Avenger. I'm an assassin.
But just show me the way, and then you're coming straight back here.
I'll just stay for a little while.
Straight back. Or I find someone else to take me.
Good luck with that. But fine, I'll come straight back. Are you ready? Can we go now?
There's no reason to delay this mission. Let's go.
Yes! Follow me!
The boy reminds me a lot of myself at that age. Orphaned, a street urchin living hand to mouth. Eager to get into all kinds of trouble.
We need to leave the ghetto.
How will you get past the guards?
I know a way. Meet me on the other side.
Wait, what?
The other side!
You may pass. After my shift's over, I think I'll head down to that cheap tavern by the... Good evening, citizen.
See? Easy.
Goddess, save us. You're playing with your life, boy.
I don't need a goddess to save me. I'm very good at climbing.
What? I didn't... How do you know about that?
Oh, everyone knows the Apostle escaped the keep on the night of his execution. There's even a puppet show about it.
Shadow take me. And why do you think I'm that Azadi?
Mysterious Apostle guy escapes the keep. Mysterious Azadi joins the resistance a few days later. I may only be 10 years old, and I may have purple skin, but I'm nobody's fool.
Clearly. What else do you know about me?
Not much. You were wounded by Azadi bullets, you almost died. This is it. This is where they have their meetings and speeches and stuff.
Are you sure?
Positive. Sometimes I listen in. They talk about magicals and about how we've ruined the world and taken everything from them. It makes me sad listening to that. I didn't know magicals were so bad. No wonder humans hate us.
We don't... Look, boy. Bip. Those people are not good people. You have done nothing wrong. You can't help the way you look or the color of your skin. How and where you've been born doesn't make you a bad person or less of a person. It just makes you you. It's what you do with your life that matters. Now, scram, get out of here. Go back and be careful.
But...
You promised. No arguments.
Fine, fine.
What?
A tip would be appreciated, in recognition of all my hard work.
You're really something. Here. Now run back, you little thief. I'll need to find a way to get past that goon. Greetings, brother.
What? Who's there? Gods damn it. You gave me a right scare, mate. Where in the Seven Hills did you come from?
The shadows. Step aside, I'm late for the assembly.
Right, of course. Blood and land, brother.
We'll keep this simple. The obvious answer to blood and land is... The important thing is not what I say, but how I say it. I must appear forceful and show that I belong at this assembly. We'll keep this blood and land.
Yeah, all right. Wait, that's my line. What's the passphrase?
Blood and...
You don't belong here. This is a private gathering.
You people ought to be ashamed of yourselves. How dare you put this muck on my door? Just because I'm human, don't mean I'm interested in your speciesist propaganda. I've lived next door to Dolmari most of my life, and they've never once done me or mine any harm. Here's what I think of your so-called humanist rally. And your Honor Hilarist can go fuck himself. He's a traitor. You all are. When the Azadi finally pack up and leave, we will remember what you've done. Be sure of that.
It's been torn into 3 pieces. Honor and... what? There's a word missing.
It's disgusting what's going on in there. Them bad-mouthing magicals like they're the problem. The magicals have always lived here. It's the Azadi who've upset the balance of things.
You ought to be more careful speaking ill of the Azadi. The walls have ears.
Oh, what are they gonna do? Ship me off to one of their re-education camps? I'd like to see them try.
They might throw you in Friar's Keep.
They wouldn't dare. They respect women, that lot. At least they've got that going for them, unlike those National Front traitors in there. Mark my word. The moment the Azadi leave, the Resistance will hunt down every last one of them and string them up on the city walls.
Excuse me.
Balance! Where did you come from, eh? I didn't even see ya. What do you want? I don't want no trouble.
That piece of paper you tore. Do you have the other half?
What piece of... The National Front flyer? Why? Who are you?
Someone who's on your side.
Well, I dunno. You sound Azadi to me. What do you want that flyer for?
Long story. I need it to find a traitor. A traitor to the rebel cause.
Oh, right. Well, if it means getting back at that National Front filth, then by all means. Take it. And Balance bless you for standing up to those bastards.
Honor and humanity. It's the slogan used by the National Front. That must be the passphrase I need to get into the meeting. Step aside, brother.
Gods! You snuck up on me. Blood and land.
Blood, land, honor and humanity. That's what these people claim to care about. They cling to their slogans like drowning men cling to driftwood. Honor and humanity.
Faith and family, brother. Go on through, mate. The meeting's already begun. If you haven't seen Mr. Hillary speak before, you're in for a proper treat. That man is an example to us all.
Brothers, sisters, cousins, brave, humble, human folk. Welcome to this meeting of the National Front for Faith and Family. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for coming here tonight. Thank you. Thank you for the generosity of your time. Thank you for braving these ill-lit occult courts in your tireless search for truth. Yes. Oh, yes. Despite the selfless work of our benefactors, the enemy lurks out there, in the shadows. Look about. Look. Fear them, the enemy, for they are close. They are everywhere.
His beard is speckled with something that looks like flour.
I smell them.
Maybe a
Do you
baker?
not smell them? That foreign spice.
There's nothing unusual about that
magic,
person.
Filth.
His breathing is erratic
It
and
warms
shallow.
my heart to see you
should
standing
visit a
before
doctor.
me, standing up for what's good and fair. Glory, cousins.
I'm too far
Glory
away to get
be
a real
upon
sense of that person.
In the light
She's humming
of
to
the
herself.
goddess.
It's a tune I
Yes.
recognize.
Yes.
A sweet
I spoke
lullaby.
recently with our benefactors. I spoke to them
National
about
Front
that
members. All of them
immigrant,
human, of
the
course.
Magical.
She smells faintly
Yes.
of salted meats.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe she works in a
I
butcher's
spoke
shop.
to them. I said, listen to these humble, brave folk, your cousins.
Goddess,
Humans
that man
brought
has
to
a
their knees
potent odor.
by the magical.
He can't have changed his
Driven
clothes
to
or taken a
bankruptcy,
bath in months.
to moral corruption.
Ugh.
Simple, uncomplicated.
must be
men
wearing
and women
leather undergarments.
led astray by the
They
devilish,
make an unpleasant creaking
demonic,
noise.
magical. The necromancer.
His left arm keeps
I
twitching.
said to them, I said,
He appears to have
we
some sort
need
of muscular
to make a
dysfunction.
stand. Now.
He smells
need
of
to
lavender
rally.
oil.
behind
Maybe
our
he's a physician.
benefactors, behind our own.
He has an odd and annoying
I said
habit
to
of
them,
constantly clicking his tongue.
You need, what they need, what we need.
Her posture is
someone to
odd.
stand up.
It's almost
and
like she is
speak the
tilting
human
slightly to one
cause.
side.
The true Mercurian.
Her clothes
Someone
smell
not
strongly of
afraid
tar and
magical,
smoke.
And he's
She must be a factory
tongues.
worker.
Yes, yes. You know me.
It appears
You know
his
me.
skin has
No,
a strange
I seek
pallor.
no fame.
He
or
might
fortune.
suffer from moon
I
waste.
seek only truth. I seek the light. I seek justice.
He smells
the
of
brave,
rosewater.
Humble,
It's rather
human
pleasant,
folk
to be
like
honest.
you. Yes, yes, yes.
He reeks of
I
tobacco.
stand here before
An Azadea
you
variant,
as
unless my
your
nose deceives me.
servant. I stand here
Hammy
before you
used to
as your
smoke this.
humble servant. Soon the city will elect a new
Her
council,
hands are rough,
a new
with scores of
leader,
small cuts.
one who will take responsibility for the lawlessness
His right hand has the mark of a heavy
these
smoker.
occult,
His fingers and nails are
limbs.
yellowed and
Our
cracked.
benefactors do great work. They do brave work, important work, illustrious
Honor
work.
Hilaris.
But they
He
can't
leads
be
this
everywhere.
National Front for Faith and
They
Family.
can't protect all of you from your dark neighbours. And
Honor
where the
Hilaris.
Azadi fall short,
He leads
where their
this
light
National
doesn't
Front
reach,
for Faith. I'm too far
the
away
City
to get a
Watch
real
can
sense
help.
of that person. Her posture
Take
is
the
odd.
paper dragons
It's almost
that fly
like
above
she's
us as
tilting
we
slightly to
speak.
one side.
Yes, those blasphemous constructs that fly in the face of all decent, humble. Someone is willing to make sacrifices.
While my veil is active, they cannot recognize me.
Always be vigilant.
Not unless I want them to, or I act carelessly.
If you're a ghost, just leave me be. Always be vigilant, citizen.
There aren't a lot of people out at night, even though the streets appear to be safe.
Avoid the shadows. If you're
A
a
runner
ghost,
passing messages
just
between
leave me
checkpoints.
be.
That's the boy I'm supposed to intercept.
Do you have any messages for me, Dar?
There's this letter. It's important. Keep it safe and make it quick.
I'll see that it's delivered, Dar. What do you want? Let's see. Which way is it again? So hard to see anything in this light. Right, left. Left's right. Left.
The sign reads, Earthrin's Ascent. It says, Watcher's Court. It's the street sign I removed from the post.
Can I help you with anything? What do you want? Let's see. Wait, wasn't it left, not right? Right don't sound right. But hey, signs never lie. Right it is. This don't look right.
Goddess. Dead. Murdered. What for? What a terrible waste. The mole will need to answer for this boy's death. The construction of the tube network appears to be picking up pace. There are wagon loads of metal pipes everywhere, and the laborers work into the night. The pipes are manufactured both locally and in Azadir, and they bring them in by the boatload. They must require thousands of them to cover the city. The Journeyman Inn was closed down when we arrested the innkeeper, Ben Rime Selmin. That might be Arne Stont's young widow. Pardon me, mistress. I'm looking for the Stant widow.
I'm Gertie Stoned. Who are you?
I knew your husband. He was a brave man.
Knew him? How did you know him?
We met in Friar's Keep, mistress. On the night of his death. He saved my life. I'm sorry I could do nothing to save his.
You saw him that evening?
He asked me to visit you. To tell you that he loves you.
And then you left him to be tortured to death by those bastards.
I swore not to take an innocent life.
They told me he begged for death. You could have granted him a clean and honourable journey to the night side, but instead you just left him there. Don't talk to me about honour. You have none. Leave us be.
Arn Stont's widow. She wants nothing to do with me. I'm sure we'll learn more about those tubes soon enough. Right now, we have other concerns.
Who's there?
Where have you been? Where have you been?
At a National Front meeting, identifying your turncoat.
It takes a traitor to find a traitor. Think you can point him out for us?
I can.
Go on then, before we lose him.
Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing
He smells of tobacco. I'm not familiar with the scent. It's probably a Northlands weed.
meat, pickled shrimp
His skin
cheese,
appears red
crispy
and
bitter
blistered.
leaf, wrapped in a
Perhaps he
crunchy
spent
yeast
too much
bun.
time in the sun. That man. Was he at the National Front Assembly?
I have several sturdy cheeses.
His breathing is heavy and wet. He smells faintly of camphor, or the pine forests of the north. Maybe lavender oil.
Easy, pal! Who are you people? Where are you taking me? You got the wrong man!
The Azadi return to get proverbial back scratched.
The mole deceived me. She said the runner would be unharmed, and yet they killed him. I can see no reason for his murder other than vengeance and cruelty. How can I trust someone like that? I can't let this lie pass, or I will appear weak. There's no need to antagonize the mole. If I want her to give us weapons, I must play by her rules, no matter how deceptive she may be. And my mission was to get the weapons, not to spare a runner's life. He was just a boy. He'd harmed no one. Does she hate the Azadi so much that she's been completely blinded? Why did you have the runner killed?
Good question. Why did Azadi see the need to kill Banda children? Because one day they think Banda children grow to be Banda women and men, and then they come for Azadi. Better make sure this never happen.
If she has something on her mind, I should let her speak. One death cannot compensate for another.
This is true, Azadi. Retribution may be counterproductive. But your people must also be made to suffer for their crime. They need to see the consequence of their action. They need to feel pain. And that man, that boy, he was in wrong place at wrong time. He's safer this way. He cannot run back and tell on us, or on you.
You talk about making my people suffer, but my people know nothing of what has transpired here in the Northlands. You can't lay this at the feet of all Azadi.
How do I make them see? How do I make them understand our loss? The Banda Banter are no more because of Azadi. I can gnash teeth and sharpen claw for many moon. It will not change truth. Your people will never mourn mine. But if I take life, make mother suffer the loss of child, make friend miss friend, husband miss wife, maybe then someone will think of mine. Maybe then someone will remember our loss.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
Perhaps not, Kian of the Azadi. But one can always hope. I may not honour that part of the arrangement, but I will honour most important part. Your resistance will get weapon. All the weapon I have to give. I still need some for my men. Sharpest sword, swiftest axe, strongest bow. But the rest go to your people. Not your people, Azadi. Your people rebel movement, otherwise would be silly.
Of course. Thank you.
My men will be in touch with your women, and also men. Leave now, Azadi. It's dark and late, and I will sleep. Sleep and dream of happier day in Burrow to the north, where laughter of children fill every tunnel. Dream of friend and of family, while I mourn them all.
He probably won't stray from his route. My veil helps, but if I get too close, he will certainly see something. That's the shipment I'm supposed to destroy. There's black powder in this barrel. They use a handful should suffice. Leviathan oil. I believe they use this as lubricant for the tubes, and as an illuminant in street lamps. Leviathan oil. They hunt the great beasts for this precious fluid. It's used as illuminant and for lubrication. While my veil is active, they cannot recognize me. Not unless I want them to, or I act carelessly. Steel nails. Imported from Western Azadir, I reckon. They're used to mount the pipes around the city. A nail, fresh from the steel mills. This might be of use to me. Steel nails. Imported from Western Azadir, I reckon. They're used to mount the pipes around the city. The construction of the tube network appears to be picking up pace. There are wagon loads of metal pipes everywhere, and the laborers work into the night. The pipes are manufactured both locally and in Azadir, and they bring them in by the boatload. They must require thousands of them to cover the city. According to the labeling on this crate, it contains flintlock parts. Flint pieces for the flintlock muskets. The crate won't burn on its own. I need to ignite it with something more flammable. The rebels want to make a statement with this shipment of weapons. Enu suggested blowing it sky high. But how? It's a sturdy rope, probably soaked through with brine. The flint can make no spark without steel. That brine-soaked hemp won't burn easily.
You!
The rope's soaked through with oil. It should work as a burning fuse now. the rooster and kitten. Ulvik, the barkeep, is friendly with the resistance. The rooster and kitten. That must be the publican. Ulvik, I think his name was.
What can I get you, my good man?
I have little faith in the quality of the water in this place, but I can at least hold a cup and pretend to be drinking stronger stuff. Goddess knows I'm not a drinking man. What does one order to blend properly in with the patrons of this filthy hive? I'm not here to drink, and I have no use for alcohol. It clouds the mind, confuses the heart, and I'll take a cup of water.
Water? Why would you want to order that foul stuff? I'm afraid we serve no water here, da. Fish fucking that, you know. Here's your merry minstrel. Your friend. She's upstairs.
Friend?
Yes, your friend. She's been waiting. You don't want to keep a woman waiting for too long.
Ulvik doesn't have the most
should be getting
sophisticated or
home.
upscale clientele.
Just one more
And I'm sure
for
he's
the
happy
road.
about that.
A bit of Dolmari courage to help me get started. And then I'll head home.
She must be this friend Ulvik was referring to. She does appear to be waiting for someone.
Ah, finally. There you are. Sit. Please. I saved your seat. Sit. Smile. We're old friends, remember?
I don't remember that at all. Who are you?
I'll tell you who I'm not. I'm not with the Resistance, and I'm not a Zadi.
If you're not with the Resistance and you're not a Zadi, who are you working for?
I'm working for me, and I can either make your life easier or a lot worse.
She claims to be my friend and then she threatens me. Not the best way to begin a conversation. This must be a mistake. The publican was clearly confused. This woman is not looking for me. Who in Shadow's name is this woman? If she's looking for me, I need to know why. I will have your name.
You will have my name. So forceful. So like a caged animal. You're a popular man, Kian Alvane. Apostle. Everyone wants a piece of you. I hear there's even a bounty on your head.
I'm afraid you've left me at a disadvantage.
I'll even the battlefield. I have as many names as I have friends. And enemies. Some call me Anna.
What do you want from me, Anna?
I like the emphasis. You're a clever boy. I want your assistance, but not right now. You're meeting someone. I'd hate to get in the way. I just wanted a chance to introduce myself, and now I have, so it's time to leave. Look me up sometime. You can find me at this table most evenings. If not, Ulvik can pass a message. Big man behind the bar. Wears an apron with a cock, a rooster, and a kitten on it. Can't miss him. Be seeing you, friend.
Wait. How did you see through my veil?
What?
You shouldn't be able to recognize me on sight. Unless you know me intimately.
I don't know what you're talking about. Be seeing you, Alvane.
The witch and the vicar had 6 shots of liquor and presently went for a walk. Come on, said the clergy.
Who
a man
was that?
has his urges,
What?
but the witch
Who?
only
Where?
wanted to talk.
That woman. Who was she?
A mystery woman, huh? I don't know. I'm not a guy. I don't go looking at every woman who passes by. Liko?
Uh-huh.
Did you see a mystery woman?
No.
God, you need to get out more.
Is this place safe for the two of you?
What? Oh, you mean this. The face. The fur. This is a safe place.
But Azadi drink here.
Ulvik keeps it all under control. Also, magicals are still allowed passage in the city as long as they have valid passes and carry no weapons. Visibly.
You have passes?
Sure do, but
we shouldn't push our luck. It's time to go.
Yeah, that. Come on, Kian. You passed Liko's test. You're okay. We'll head back to HQ.
Test?
Oh, yeah. Liko?
I told you I would not trust you.
And now you do?
No. I merely distrust you a little less. But you did well. I won't kill you. Yet.
That's him being real friendly, you know. Hugs? No? Yeah, me neither. Okay, we really need to go. Come on. So what did your mystery woman look like?
She had long auburn hair and light freckled skin. She dressed like a ranger.
Of course she did. Your type, huh?
I don't really have a type.
Really? Guy like you, I thought you'd be super choosy.
I'm not... God. I've not had much time for women in my life.
Leaping leapers, are you joking? How old are you? Look at you, you're gorgeous. How did that come out of my mouth?
Leaping leapfurs?
Nope, just nope. You do like women though, right?
Shadow take me.
Not that there's anything wrong with, you know, in fact, I could have set you up with... I don't know, this just happens. It's a sickness. I open my mouth and... blah! It's really disturbing.
Passes. What are you doing out so late?
Drinking.
Dancing.
Just drinking.
Next time, go drinking inside the wall. We don't need your kind at our bars.
No, you're absolutely right. You really, really don't. Goodbye.
Dancing?
Right then and there, it felt like an appropriate answer.
Tell me again about this test.
I expected you to run straight to your mistresses, Alvani. You may be of some use to us. For a while. I will still kill you. Nothing you can do will ever repay your debt to my family and people.
Cheerful. Debt?
Never you mind, Zidling. This is between the Apostle and myself.
Zidling. Really? Really? You know I'm not actually a Zidling, right, Glumbum? I'm of age and I've already been with several men—
That mouth thing again, Zidling.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Where is everyone?
In bed, I guess. It is late.
He's right. It's never this empty. Something's wrong. We should hurry.
There aren't a lot of stalls open here. Maybe because it's late. Maybe business is slower these days.
We need to keep
the other
moving.
vendors have been arrested.
We don't know how many of them there are.
Good catch, Kian! That was a good catch, wasn't it, Liko?
He survived. It was acceptable.
He's totally warming up to you.
Thank the gods of old our boat is still here.
Ladies first. That means you guys. You guys were the ladies. It was a joke. Fine, I'll go first.
I laughed. On the inside.
You would have exploded. I don't think your body can handle laughter, Liko.
I'm glad you're all back safely. How did it go?
Kian was awesome. He even saved our lives.
I would have caught the arrow.
Yeah, I know, but Kian did, and it was awesome!
Any news of the informer?
Alvani did. We brought him here for questioning.
Was that wise? He knows our location now.
That won't be a problem for long.
Maybe not for you, Liko, but it is a problem for me. We don't just execute our prisoners once we're done with them. How did the rest of your mission go?
Alvani followed our instructions. He completed his task to our satisfaction. The end result was adequate.
Hey, whoa. Don't get all mushy on us now, Liko.
I'm glad to see that the three of you can work together. While you were away, we received some news. Bob, who can see?
Right you are, ma'am. As most of you know, the first of the 6 has been due to arrive in Mercuria for weeks now. Well, she's arrived. Their cloud ship docked with the tower not an hour ago. And she ain't alone.
The first is the Azadi's highest authority. Of course she won't travel alone.
Aye, there's that, but I'm not talking about bodyguards or handmaidens or the like. No. She's got some real interesting company. One General Hami, alongside a Mother Utana.
What did you say?
Hami, General, Utana, Mother. Do you know them?
I do. They're with the first of the 6.
So word has it.
How do you know this? Do you have eyes inside the tower?
Not inside, no. On the ground, here and there, close enough. Some tell secrets for money or to protect their own secrets. Some are sympathetic to the magicals. And some are unhappy with Saya and her lapdog Vamon.
They run the city still.
Word is, they're intimate.
A sister and a soldier? That's a capital crime.
Well, that, with Saya ruling the church and Vamon, the state here in Mercuria, there's not much anyone can do.
If anyone can, it will be General Hami and Mother Utana.
You know them well, then?
You knew. You knew they were coming. And you knew my history with them. That's why you freed me from...
Naane! Finally. What news from Miria?
Liko, Shepard, the rebuilding progresses and... Alvani, you are on your feet again.
The traitor? What's that witch doing here? They must not know who she is and what she's done. If I tell them now she's dead, I must confront her in private. The traitor? She betrayed the resistance to save herself, and now she's come back. Don't they know who she is and what she's done? I must tell them before she flees. The traitor...
They're all well. Rebuilding... apologies, Shepard. I'm tired from my travels. I would like to retire to my quarters.
Of course. Let's speak tomorrow. That goes for all of us. The hour is late. We will reconvene after breakfast.
You knew they were coming. The General and the Mother. That's why you sent Captain Bakim to Friar's Keep. That's why you freed me.
Kian.
Liko was right. You're using me. All those words about being a symbol, about being important to the Resistance.
Does the one exclude the other? You are a symbol. You are a warrior. And now, you're a rebel. I knew they were coming, Utana and Hami. And I knew from our spies in Sadir that you were bound to them both. We saw an opportunity, and we sent Bakim to free you. You can see that we're desperate, Kian. Afraid, alone. Most humans have already given up, given in, become comfortable with this new world, with the Azadi. Many have forgotten about the magicals, or chosen to forget. They carry on their lives, even if we cannot. We few are all that remains of the Resistance. If we lose, all is lost. Our lives, our hopes, our entire future. Lost to darkness. I will do anything to save my people. Make terrible sacrifices, tell lies, anything. Wouldn't you, Kian? So yes, you are a tool, and you are a symbol. Our secret weapon, the key to our survival. It's been a long and tiring day, and there's still much I need to do. We can continue our conversation another day.
I'm sorry. Yazadi, they threatened me and my family and my livelihood.
That still doesn't explain why you were at the National Front meeting.
I had to keep up appearances, and it's where I'd meet with my aunt.
I've been expecting you. Why did you protect me in there? Why not tell them what I did?
I only had a moment to decide. That's not enough time to weigh a person's life. I have no intention of protecting her secrets, but her selfless actions granted me a second chance. At the very least, she deserves to be heard. It was her portal that helped me escape the keep. She healed my wounds. She knew I might expose her, and yet she saved my life. I called her a traitor, but are we so different? It was her. Why did you save me?
Because you were sick. Because you needed me. Because without my help, you would have died.
Knowing I might tell everyone what you did.
That made no difference. The Resistance needs you, so I did my part.
You're still a traitor.
I did betray the Resistance, but before you decide what to do with me, will you hear me out?
Everyone deserves to be heard. Maybe the others won't give her that opportunity. Speak.
When I gave you the location of our base and betrayed April, I thought I was sacrificing one person to save everyone else. But many died because of my actions. This has haunted me. I have questioned my motives. Did I sell her out to save the shipment of food and medicines? Without it, many would have suffered. The old, the sickly, the children. Or did I betray the Resistance to save my own skin? I would have been executed by the Azadi. I truly don't know. Perhaps it was a little of both. Perhaps things are not so black and white. We can never truly know the consequences of our actions. If you keep my secret, I can continue to help. I am of real value to the Resistance, despite my crimes. Turn me in, and more will suffer. But justice, for what it's worth, will be served. It's your choice to make, Alvane, not mine. What is your decision? What will you do with me?
However she chooses to justify her betrayal, regardless of her importance to the Resistance, the others deserve to know. Her fate needs to be in their hands. She's important to the Resistance. Without her, they will be even weaker. I must protect her secret, whatever the consequences. I'll be watching you.
I promise you won't regret your decision. I will live to repent my sins and serve the Resistance. I'm in your debt, Alvane. Always and forever.
You saved my life, but I may still call on you one day to do something for me.
I'll be ready.
The First is on her way.
Has she mentioned him?
I don't think so. You do know she's brought General Harmy and that mother with her.
Utana, it means nothing. The General was due back in the Northlands.
What about the mother?
She's rumored to be next in line for the seat. She wants to be involved.
She was also the bleeding heart who practically raised Alvane. She sponsored his whole education.
Light. She could be a problem, but what can we do?
We make sure none of them know Kian is alive and with the Resistance.
Mistress, your presence here honors us.
Sister Sire, this is an impressive edifice. It appears your work here has borne fruit.
We believe so, Mistress. We welcome you to Mercuria and the Northlands. Anything you need, you let me know. Mother, I'm pleased to see you as well. To have the both of you here is a great honor.
Quite. The seat wants to know how the mission goes, how the Northlanders are handling the transition, and how many of them have chosen to embrace the light of the goddess.
We will speak of this, and much more. For now, we have prepared dinner for all of you. I hope you will join me.
Right. Well, I am starving. The food on those cloud ships.
General, I did not expect to see you back so soon.
Neither did I. What's this I hear about Kian?
Yes, what of the Apostle?
It pains me to inform you that Alvane died in a riot. He was detained under penalty of death until your visit, Mistress. Unfortunately, the rebels snuck their agents into the prison. They cut him down and burned his body.
Goddess, guide his immortal soul to the first mountain.
With every respect to you and your seat, Mother, Alvane was a traitor. He betrayed the cause and he—
May I remind you, sister, that the Apostle was never relieved of his title and should be addressed properly? And may I also remind you that without a proper trial and judgment by the first of the six, his so-called treason remains an accusation and nothing more. Now that he's no longer with us, we may never know the truth. But our people will not be told that the Apostle was a traitor.
Mother.
How did you say he died, Commander?
Stabbed during a riot. They burned his body, hopefully after he'd bled out. We weren't able to retake the prison until the next morning.
I will need to see the keep for myself, Commander, and interview the guards and prisoners.
Certainly. I shall make arrangements for you to visit in a couple of days.
Don't bother, Vamon. I'll go there tomorrow. You don't have to trouble yourself. I'm sure you have better things to do.
As you wish, Mir.
How is the engine progressing?
The engineers are working day and night to connect the tubes. We expect to be able to switch it on according to schedule.
Good. I have brought the final instructions from Sadir. The architect will send any remaining modifications by cloud ship. And when the Prophet returns, he will inspect the engine before we switch it on.
Have you not spoken with him?
Not for many months, but he will be here when our goddess-given task is complete. Only he will know how to bring it to life and to interpret the messages from the engine.
Of course. Please, will the two of you accompany me to the dinner table? I'm sure the kitchen is worried the food will turn cold before we are seated. General, Commander.
Until tomorrow, sister. Mother? My lady? Vamon, if you'll dine with me in my quarters?
Of course, Mia.
Tell me again what happened at the keep.